Hey, so loves, it's Kimberly with Celestial Juju. So we're here to talk about the big ass transits that are coming down the pipe this week. Don't let this week fool you. We don't have a lot of big ass transits going on. We just had that new moon in Scorpio. So we've still got that energy. That's like the beginnings for 6 months out. And the big thing is that we have is Mars has been in Cancer ever since September the 4th, and it will be moving into Leo. Okay. So Leo is a fire sign. Mars can be warrior and fire and all kinds of stuff. Unbalanced male masculine energy can create wars. So Mars in Cancer is like it's the beach boy. It's like, hey dude, I'm just here to hang out. I got a surfboard. I got a friend that's got a jet ski. We're going to do our active passion in this way. I have Mars natally in Cancer in my own chart. So I just did a Mars return, which happens every 2 years. So the energy, I'm sure I'm going to feel the shift. So when it moves into Leo, Leo is about being on the stage. It's about the passion, and so is Mars. It can be unbridled passion, and it can be action driven stuff. So with that, instead of activating the anger energy, which can come up, and you may witness anger around you and other people acting out, and they're just suddenly in outburst. Oh, for God's sakes, go to the place of compassion. Somewhere, if you can't find it in humanity and in this field around you, connect to the plane of compassion. There's like a whole energy field of that unconditional love, because we're all going to need it during this time period, because this Mars and Leo, there's a retrograde in there, and so it is. I have the date somewhere. It's like a crazy amount of time that it's going to be there until like next July or something. I mean, it's a really long time that we're going to be going through this energy. So it's a volatile energy. And even though that's the big one really this week, but it could cause a lot of havoc, because it delivers intensity and transformation, and it echoes the times of high states. So, I'm in United States, and we are in a hotly contested presidential election, and also some seats in the House too. So yeah, this is definitely high stake atmosphere, including these, with this major event. So it's this overview that we're going to do is going to break down the major planetary movements of the week, and insights of what it's doing in the collective, and then I'll come around to your sign and where that is, and what house it is for you, and what the energy is for that, and then I'll do an energy transmission. So hopefully this will help us get some clarity and some confidence around this energy. So the themes of the week is that Mars and Pluto opposition. As soon as that happens on the 3rd, as soon as Cancer, it's in that 29 degrees, so its energy is going to be weird, and then it's going to move into Leo, and then Mars and Pluto are in opposition. So there's deep revelations of power shifts that's going to be going on with this energy. As the week begins, we feel the lingering effects of the Mars-Pluto opposition, which peaked on November the 3rd. Mars newly moved into this fiery sign of Leo, and it opposes Pluto, the Pluto, the god of, transformation, signaling powerful shifts in polarizing energy. This alignment brings deep-seated conflicts and hidden resentments to the surface. So it's time for facing the truths within ourselves, our relationships, and uncovering what no longer serves us and making bold moves needed to release this energy. Venus in Sagittarius opposes Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. So it could be either exaggerated generosity or insecurity. As Mars and Pluto clash, the Venus in Sagittarius opposes the Pluto retrograde in Gemini, amplifying the themes of generosity, indulgence, and hidden charm that can be a bit exaggerated or even insincere. So this energy can bring a desire to indulge in pleasure and comfort, but it's a reminder to practice moderation and stay grounded amid the lure of the moment. So then we've got this stabilizing Sun Saturn trine. So it's that's on the 4th. It's a sense of structure amidst the chaos. On November the 4th, it offers a breath of stability as the Sun in Scorpio forms a trine with Saturn in Pisces. And this trine brings grounding energy, helping us stay clear and committed to our goals. It's a perfect time to make steady, patient progress, whether it's professional ambitions, personal goals, or deep emotional work. The aspect can provide solid foundations to lean on during this week's other more hectic aspects. And then the moon is going to be, the quarter moon is going to be going into Aquarius. So it's a call for transparency. On November the 9th, the quarter moon in Sagittarius challenges the Sun in Scorpio. And this alignment encourages open communication and transparency, possibly bringing secrets to light. It's a good time to address unspoken issues, invite clarity into your relationships. Trust your intuition and embrace openness, as it may help release stagnated energy. Closer look at these alignments that are going on. With that Mars-Pluto opposition, the Mars-Pluto opposition is on November the 3rd, is the first of 3 that represents a reoccurring theme that we'll revisit through early 2025. It's this particular opposition with Mars in late Cancer and Pluto in late Capricorn stirs emotional intensity, power struggles, highlighting tensions between emotional security and the need for transformation. As the energy seeks balance for emotional safety, Mars in Cancer with the transformation and rebirth with Pluto in Capricorn, it calls us to remain centered in our personal power without being swept up in external extremes. So there's a cradle aspect pattern supporting and grounding for this transformation. The Mars-Pluto opposition is supported by a rare cradle pattern involving Neptune, Pisces, and Uranus in Taurus. And this formation acts as a container with harmonious trines and sextiles, creating a steady structure to contain these intense energies of transformation. It brings a sense of balance and helping us channel the Mars-Pluto tension into grounded and purposeful energy change rather than letting the overwhelm destabilize us. Man, I have been going through it. The overwhelm destabilized me. My whole cradle of my L5 got blown out. And when I looked up at metaphysically, it's all about trust. And it's like, of course it is. Why would it not be? Okay, so Jupiter is going to be and Cryon are going to have a sextile. So there's healing integration through November, and we can experience supportive effects of Jupiter Cryon sextile. With both planets in retrograde, this aspect offers opportunities for healing, particularly in connections between the mental and physical health. It's a reminder to harmonize mind and body through practices that reduce stress, inflammation. Ooh, that's what I've had going on, and remote emotional well being. To promote emotional well-being, remote emotional well-being. I think most of us that are in these DNA skin suits, our emotional well-being is remote. It's somewhere else. We need to find the remotes and put it all on the happy page. Okay, so cultivate your inner balance. We've got Venus Neptune square, which is idealizing love, or is it illusion? On November the 9th, as Venus in Sagittarius squares Neptune in retrograde in Pisces, we may feel pulled into romantic or financial fantasies. This energy can cloud judgment, leading us to idealize situations or people. Trust your gut. Be wary of putting people on pedestals and overextending in ways that don't feel genuine to you. So, this week's Cosmos brings us historical alignment with transformational aspects that reshape our lives in big and small ways. As Mars shifts from that Cancer to Leo, there's a significant change in how we approach our personal power, relationships, and long term goals. The Sun's trine with Saturn lends support and stability, but Venus squaring Neptune towards the end of the week warns against illusions, especially in love and finances. Okay, people, we are ready to go into our all signs portion of this. So, with that, my public service announcement is like, share, make comments, do the thumbs up things, whatever it is that you can do, because it really does help my I can't say today, the rhythm. It helps the YouTube monkeys work for me and all the other YouTubers out there that you love. Make sure you do that one simple thing for them, because I don't think you all realize how much work we put into these to bring these to you all, even though it is a labor of love for us. So it is greatly appreciated. So during this time period, connect to that light of compassion, embody that in your energy, and see what changes that we can make on Earth during this time period. Oh, we've got Mercury coming up this month. We've got several things that's going to be coming up in the next week. Mercury retrograde is coming up, and then we've got the big one is Pluto moving into Aquarius on the 19th. Yeah, for the next 20 years. So we're going to feel the shift in that energy for sure. Here we go. Sun, I am Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for this energy analysis. So listen up to your big three. Your rising. You got to know your birth time to know your rising sign. It is what you came to rise, to be, to integrate through your personal persona and your soul and your spirit, to uprise on this in this planetary existence. Your sun, yeah, it is what you come to embody. It's the light that you shine into the world and the light that's reflected back to you. It can be your career in your chart. So if you're listening for career stuff, make sure you listen up to your sun. And it also can be male authority figures, um, including your father in your chart. Your moon is your emotional IQ. It's how you want to be nurtured and how you nurture others. And it can be your mother in your chart. Okay, here we go. Aries, this week, your drive and confidence are in high gear as Mars moves into your fellow fire sign of Leo. However, with the Mars-Pluto opposition, it may stir up some conflicts in relationships or at work. So choose your words carefully to avoid misunderstandings. With the Sun in Scorpio, it forms a trine with Saturn in Pisces, offering spiritual insight and guidance. This can bring a aha moment or clarity to long-term plans, especially in personal growth or career. Stay grounded as Venus squares Saturn later in the week, which may reveal a reality check in closer relationships. So your main focuses this week is communication, boundaries. Be cautious with words as Mars and Pluto's opposition can stir up conflicts. Career and long-term goals. Sun Saturn trine offers clarity for the big picture of planning. Relationship truce. Venus and Saturn reveals deeper realities in close connections, and stay mindful of differing goals with others. Okay, Taurus. Let's see. What do we got? With your ruling planet Venus spotlighting this week, it emphasizes your appreciation of life's pleasures and relationships. Mars's entry into Leo encourages you to focus on your home life, making it a good time for to redo things, okay? Or restructure. The sun's link to Saturn in your friendship sector could highlight leadership opportunities, but Venus square to Neptune suggests caution in relationships, especially if someone's sincerity seems to be questionable to you. So your big focuses this week are home and practical changes, with Mars in Leo bringing energy for restructuring and making improvements at home. Authentic connections, focus on relationships that show commitment and sincerity. Relationships in groups. Others look to you for guidance, so lean into your natural influence in your social or professional groups. Okay, Gemini. Mercury, your ruler, is now in Sagittarius, bringing a spotlight on partnerships and communication. Mars in Leo energizes your ideals and encourages you to speak up. However, as Venus squares Neptune later in the week, you may feel a need to watch out for over promises, particularly in business dealings. With Jupiter retrograde in your sign, stay grounded, don't overcommit. The sun's connection to Saturn in your career house offers rewards for hard work, making it a good time to pursue some long term goals. So, your main focuses are going to be strengthening partnership. The Mercury in Sagittarius highlights communication in those close relationships, financial health. Manage budgets and avoid impulsive spending, especially with Jupiter retrograde. Career rewards. The Sun Saturn trine may bring positive feedback for recent hard work. Okay, Cancer. As Mars exits your sign and enters into Leo, your focus shifts to securing financial and emotional foundations. The sun in Scorpio aligns with Saturn in Pisces, enhancing your intuition and self discipline, which could bring progress in your personal goals. Be mindful as the week progresses, as Venus squaring Neptune may attempt you to over idealize a relationship or a financial decision. Stay centered and remember your own priorities, especially if someone seeks to influence you or guilt you into a decision. So, your top focuses this week: financial and emotional security. Mars in Leo shifts focuses to stabilizing resources and building a secure foundation. Personal growth. Saturn's supportive trine with Sun encourages self-reflection and progress. Setting boundaries, avoid overextending for others, especially with Venus. Maybe the wine is going to be challenging you, especially with Venus challenging aspects. Leo, with Mars now in your sign, you are empowered to take bold steps in personal projects and assert your independence. This energy, combined with Mercury and Venus in Sagittarius, brings creativity, sociability, and fun into your week. However, Venus's square to Neptune suggests caution in close relationships, especially if someone's behavior seems evasive, invasive, or no, evasive or unclear. Use this quarter moon to set boundaries, particularly with family and close friendships, to maintain a sense of balance. So, your main focus is personal empowerment. Mars in your sign boosts confidence and drive, and the focus on asserting your independence. Creative connections. Venus and Mercury in Sagittarius energize social and creative expression. Relationship boundaries. Venus square Neptune suggests taking cautious approach in love and family matters. Okay, Virgo. This week, Venus and Mercury is in your emotional sector. Encourage reflection and nostalgia. As Mars moves into more introspective area, you may feel the pull towards inner work and self-discovery. The Sun's trine with Saturn in your relationship sector provides grounding and stability, making it an ideal time to strengthen bonds. Towards the end of the week, Venus's square uh, Neptune advises patience in new relationships or decisions. Relax and resist the urge to overanalyze or strive for perfection. Your main focuses this week are reflect and reconnect. With Venus and Mercury in your emotional sector bringing up memories, use them for self growth. Relationship stability. The Sun Saturn trine in your partnership sector strengthens the key connections. Self care. Allow time for relaxation and patience and resist striving for perfection this week. Okay, Libra. Venus, your ruling planet, starts the week in opposition to Jupiter, creating excitement in your social life. Mars moves into your networking sector, encouraging new connections and social interactions. Saturn's supportive trine with Saturn, emphasizing practical efforts, could pay off with personal projects. However, the quarter moon later in the week warns against impulsive spending, and remember to balance giving with self care and be selective about commitments that you make. Your top focus is social engagement. Venus and Jupiter create opportunities for new connections and enriching your social interactions. Career in progress. The Sun's link with Saturn rewards steady effort in personal projects. Balanced spending. The quarter moon warns against impulsive financial risk and prioritizing savings. Okay, Scorpio. Mars, your traditional ruler, has entered the highest point of your chart, highlighting your career ambitions and public recognition. That's the 10th house. Sun in your sign links to Saturn, supporting creative personal endeavors. Venus's opposition to Jupiter may bring financial benefits, but then Venus squares Neptune. Be wary of overextending yourself and taking on someone else's burdens. The quarter moon encourages you a clear perspective in close relationships. So prioritize open communication and avoid misunderstandings. Your top focuses, career ambitions. Mars moving to the top of your chart motivates professional growth and public recognition. Financial caution. Venus aspect with Neptune encourages careful spending and clarity in financial matters. Relationship reflections. Stay aware of different opportunities and priorities with close partners. Be open to communication. That's going to be your key, Scorpio. Okay, Sagittarius. With Mercury now in your sign and Mars moving into Leo, your adventurous spirit is fully activated. The Sun's trine to Saturn encourages inner reflection, providing a solid foundation for your plans. Be cautious with finances as Venus squares Neptune, particularly if someone makes requests or an offer seems too good to be true. The quarter moon encourages you to trust your intuition over outside advice. Find your own path toward without overly relying on others' input. So, your main focuses are going to be your inner growth. Sun's trine with Saturn emphasizes self reflection and grounding, career and conversations. Mercury in your sign supports career and planning the big picture and big picture thinking. Financial responsibilities. Avoid overspending financially, especially as Venus squares Neptune. Okay, Capricorn. Mars moved into your intimacy and financial sector, intensifying your drive for security and deep connections. Saturn trine with Sun strengthens your resolve to stay on track with personal goals, even if challenges arise. Venus in your spiritual sector squares Neptune later in the week, so be mindful of friends or associates who may not fully be transparent. The quarter moon encourages you to evaluate your values in partnerships, helping you to determine where your time and energy are best spent. So, your focuses this week are financial security. Mars in your financial sector highlights drive for savings and long term investments, commitment to goals. The Sun's trine to Saturn encourages progress on personal projects. Evaluate relationships. Stay mindful of trust and transparency in friendships and partnerships. Okay. Aquarius, Mars, entry into your relationship sector activates a desire for assertiveness and balance in partnerships. Mercury's link to Mars encourages social networking, while the Sun's supportive trine with Saturn enhances confidence in long term plans. Be cautious with friends or colleagues as Venus squares Neptune, as someone might take advantage of your goodwill. The quarter moon highlights and strengthens you, providing an opportunity to showcase your talents, though you may need to compromise a little bit along the way. So, your main focuses and goals are assertiveness in relationships this week. Mars in your relationship zone supports setting boundaries in partnerships. Social networking. Mercury's connection to Mars enhances communication and connections with like minded individuals. Financial clarity. Be cautious with your kindness. Stay aware of potential financial pressures from friends or associates. Okay, Pisces. Oh, I got to change this. With Mars moving into your health and daily work sector, there's a renewed energy to tackle your day to day tasks. Mercury's link to Mars enhances your career conversations, and Saturn's trine to the Sun emphasizes commitment and discipline. As Venus squares Neptune in your sign later in the week, be wary of illusions, especially in relationships. The quarter moon may heighten sensitivity, so protect your boundaries and prioritize self care. Mars positions encourages you to stay grounded, organized, and focused on personal wellness. Your top focus is going to be daily routines and health. Mars moves into your wellness sector, emphasizing productivity and personal care. career conversations. Mercury supports strategic career discussions and professional goals. Mindful boundaries. With Venus square Neptune, take care with over idealizing any relationships and protect your well-being, Pisces. Okay, to our energy transmission. So this whole energy of this November the 4th through the 10th brings transformative energy that's marked by this movement of Mars into Leo and steadying the influence of the Sun and Saturn trine while Venus opposes Jupiter's open doors for social and romantic engagement. Its square to Neptune reminds us to stay realistic and to guard against illusions. As the quarter moon approaches, be mindful of relationships and finances and lean on Saturn, stabilize and support to guide you through any challenges that could be coming up during this time, because we've got some powerful opportunities for growth, for stability, and for clarity. So lean into this grounded energy and stay centered and stay focused in what truly matters to you. Okay, so breathe that in. Breathe in the energy of all of that. Whoo! So breathe it in. Breathe in the passion of the Mars energy and connect to that plane of compassion and allow the compassion to be your guiding light during this time period. Just see it as a pink light that comes down a portal over you, around you, and it brings you into a place of neutrality. So if you feel yourself going into any of the woulda, couldas, shouldas, and the fears that are out there, then breathe in this energy of compassion. Okay, you might want to use your grace points, which are right here in the center of your hands during this time period. You can walk around out in the public doing your grace points, and it'll help put the bubble around you and center you into your own being. And so release from that distorted mind matrix of humanity. And you just do that by unplugging it. And we're the ones that plugged our third eye into it because we were being nosy. We thought that it had the wouldas and couldas and shouldas of the world. And it's like, no, that's inside of you. It's your inner authority that guides you, not the shit outside of you. That's just going to keep you in that mess of this, whatever this is that we're witnessing right now. So breathe that in, unplug from that matrix, bring that psychic awareness. It's yours. Bring it all the way back to you. Feel the love and compassion that Earth herself has for you, and drop that energy down through your whole central column, down below your feet, into the crystalline heart of Gaia herself. And feel the love and compassion that she has for you as she supports your journey. She supports all of humanity. So breathe in that energy, connect to your own records of what your earth walk is, and align that to your soul mission, to your God mission, one unified working assignment. And remember to stay in compassion with yourself first. Whoo, yeah, get all that energy off. Okay. Thank you for embodying a DNA skin suit. Thank you for being the gift to humanity that you are. May you be blessed with all that you do. This is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. Like, share, and do all of those things. Be blessed.